Welcome back. Now joining us on desk is Paula Ruelas for sports. So Paula, how did the Roadrunners do this last week?
Well, I'm not going to tell you just yet, but I do want to say that it's really great to be back here with you guys, and it's fantastic to have our teams back in action. So let me tell you how they did. Well, last week, the Regis University Rangers came to Auraria Field where they battled the Roadrunners in the RMAC season opener. Let's take a look. The 110-minute showdown kicked off on Friday afternoon with an assist from Abby Roth. Forward Brandy Farley was able to score her first goal of the season and Metro's first goal of the day within the first 10 minutes. The Runners would keep their 1-0 lead into the second half. Second half now, and the Runners' next goal came early from sophomore forward Carissa Price. This would be her 7th for the season. 2-0 Runners. Well, that shutout would end midway through the second when Rangers player Sade Akindele scored Regis' first and second goals. Tied game now. The second would come to a close with no additional goals made, so the Runners and the Rangers would have to fight through 2 overtimes, but to no avail. That game ends tied 2-2. Well, this game results in a 3-1-1 record for Metro State. 2 days later, they met up with UC Colorado Springs down south, where the Runners just couldn't score. They lost 0-3. Up next, the Runners hit the road towards Golden today, where they'll be facing their Ore-Digger rivals at 7:30 p.m. And shortly after that women's tied game on Friday, the men took to the field where they also competed against the Rangers. Let's hope the men were able to have better luck. The Runners were not looking like themselves in their matchup against Regis, as the Rangers were able to grab a 2-0 lead in the first half. First, with a goal by Taylor Diem in the 22nd minute of the game, followed by another goal by Ben Fredrickson in the last minute of the first half. Well, looks like that 2-0 deficit was a hard one to overcome, as the Runners continued for the rest of the game. The Rangers, however, kicked some serious beak, scoring 2 more goals. First, a header by midfielder Adam Termolin, and the final goal of the game would be a penalty kick by Logan Miller. 4-0 Rangers. That would end it for the Runners, who suffered their worst loss since 2007. We spoke with Coach Parsons after the game.
We try not to give our back line a lot to deal with, but when the way that our midfield was playing today, I mean, our midfield I thought was extremely poor today. We couldn't maintain possession. We gave up the ball too easily in critical parts of the field. And the bottom line is, I think, 4 words. I mean, if you describe Metro State soccer after this game today, it's a team with decent skill and terrible will.
Later that week, the men's team also played in Colorado Springs, and it looks like they took off their frustrations on the Mountain Lions as they shut out the Cats 3-0. Well, let's hope the Runners are back to themselves after that win, as they also face the Ore-Diggers of Colorado Mines today at 5 o'clock. In the first conference match of the season, 9th-ranked Metro State faced the Eagles of Chadron State on Friday night. Let's see whether or not the Runners are able to get the win. During set 1, the Runners never looked back, leading the whole way. Outside hitter Kylie Hong would help the Runners start off strong, as she tallied up 10 kills on the night, 5 in the first set alone. The team would record 12 total kills in the set to help Metro State win this one 25-15. The Eagles put up a fight during the second set, leading the Runners 18-15 at one point, but Metro would not go down that easily. University of New Mexico transfer and captain Amy Wong would help the Runners rally in the second set, totaling 4 kills. She would have 9 for the night. Also, co-captain Vanessa Gemignani, also a prominent player, would assist with all the 12 kills the Runners had in the second. Metro State takes set 2, 25-21. Third set now, and Metro would start it off a little slow, but a combination of errors on the Eagles' part and kill after kill by the Runners would help them quickly pick up the pace and sail past Chadron State to win the third and final set 25-10. After the game, we spoke with Kylie Hahn about their first conference match of the season.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really nervous. First home game of the first home conference game. Setting was awesome, passing was awesome. I'm just really proud of the team. I think everybody did their job tonight.
That well-played game seemed to pump up the Runners for their Saturday night matchup against Black Hills State, where they also swept the Yellow Jackets, winning 25-20, 25-14, and 25-18, giving the Runners a 2-0 record within the conference. Today, they are also heading to Golden, where they'll face the rival Ore-Diggers at Colorado Mines at 7 o'clock. And earlier, we mentioned that our soccer teams were battling for conference supremacy. Well, if you want to talk supreme, our London 2012 Olympic gold medal U.S. women's soccer team was recently in Denver for a friendly matchup against the Australian national team. Hassan Shah has more.
The U.S. women's soccer team had their biggest win over Japan in this summer's London Olympics. Then they brought their victory all the way to the Mile High. The team's victory tour made a stop in Colorado as they faced off against Australia at Dick's Sporting Goods Stadium Wednesday night. Another victory to the U.S. women's soccer team with a 6-2 win over the Aussies. U.S. women's coach Pia Sundhage bid farewell as she will be leaving the team to coach in her home country of Sweden.
I have a tremendous amount of respect for Pia. I think that, her coming on board 5 years ago, she changed the American style game, the way she is as a person. She just brings so much joy and pleasure to be around. It's contagious the way that she, has so much passion for the game.
With all the hours of work and aiming for success, it isn't easy being a gold medalist soccer Olympian. I caught up with midfielder Carly Lloyd, the player behind the victory over Japan in the 2012 London Olympics. I asked her how she managed athletics while being a college student.
For me, I was away a lot. I went to Rutgers University, and it's a very hard academic school, and you have to keep up with your grades. But I managed my time well. I was organized. I always completed my assignments. Just had open communication with my professors about missing things, and worked out well.
Back here on campus, the Metro women's soccer team is getting pumped up and ready for the start of conference play. Lloyd gives them a word of advice to help them succeed.
Go play your hearts out, enjoy it, enjoy the moment, work hard, and, just have fun is most importantly. And I think, never take anything for granted and go for it.
The Met Report, Hassan Shah.